So that is Puthen Purayil house from Aluva. It is a 3000 square feet, 4 bedroom, 2 floor house. So let's hear the comments. So Anna, coming to the exterior landscape, form and character.
It's got a very interesting form. Interesting because it's very unique. You don't see such houses in Kerala. Right from the gate, you see a linear pattern. Okay, the gate has lines. The foundation, that cladding stone, they've done it in lines. Then they have a metal structure going around the house. Again, they found the line. The house is oriented in such a way. I think the best view you get it from the waters, from the other side. They have a swimming pool in the front. The thing with those aluminum louver kind of thing is that I think it will cut the sunlight, and the shadows and the sunlight would give another dimension to the whole house. Then the main entry is next to the car porch, and there's another big entry from the waterfront area. They've followed with the white and a very dark brown combination, and on the whole it is a very striking elevation. You would pay a second glance at it and you would wonder what it is. So it's very interesting.
And your remarks?
It's a very different house. They've played with lines all around, verticals, horizontals, a bit of colors, large, predominantly white, but here and there you have streaks of darker grey and brown. So they've tried a different approach to the whole house, and it is planned in such a way that it actually faces the water. It gives all the importance due to the water and not to the entry area. That's actually nice because they have a good ambience which they have to capitalize on.
So what about the interior flooring and kitchen?
If you notice from the car porch, there is a little bit of steps that lead into the house, and there is a main entrance, and there is also an entrance from the waterfront area. Now I don't know if from the clipping you see a courtyard, and I think the first thing you come across is the powder room, the washroom. Though it's tucked away, I wouldn't want that to be the first thing I notice when I come into a house. And all the windows, they don't have any grill. So you have uninterrupted beautiful view of the water. So the flooring they've kept rustic and simple. That's very interesting, with spaces in between. Living room, you see a very interesting window which is sloped, but I'm sure it brings in too much light, so they've tinted it brown. In the bedrooms, they've just given sliding glass windows with absolutely nothing to prevent a fall. I wish they just at least ran a handrail around it. This from safety. The parapet wall they have is right now at a very low level. It looks beautiful, but from a safety point of view, they've kept a bed closer to the window, and they've got cutouts. The headboards have big cutouts. Again, maybe it's not to block the view or the air and all that. So they've paid attention to little details.
Okay. And your remarks on that?
The kind of interiors they have gone for is similar to the exterior. Again, the lines are continued inside. The glass which is used is fine, but there has to be some form of restriction into the visibility into the house. Okay. They've gone for patterns on the glass, but I don't know how much it will be restricting the view. The view is going to be completely into the house.
Okay.
And there is this courtyard when you enter the glass door, which actually blocks the entry point. You don't have so much width to actually give a courtyard and then walk around it. And like she was pointing out, there's a wash area on the side in the entry itself, which I don't think is a good choice. I was wondering why they didn't go for a light color flooring, like a white floor, which should have changed the size of the rooms completely. Okay. The rustic floor isn't bad, but it kind of reduces the visibility inside the house. If you had a lighter color floor, it would have felt much bigger again. Then the staircase is interesting. It goes through a slit space with stone cladding on both sides. Same is the case with the living area. Living area is under a huge skylight. Maybe the lights might be a hindrance, but since the glass uses tinted, it can cut down a little bit of light. But the space quality generated in that area is really good. And even the sofas looking very interesting. They have a different kind of fabric pattern, like a zebra skin pattern, and very costly put around, and it looks very interesting. Then when you move into the kitchen, kitchen is done very simply. it doesn't have so much cabinets protruding out, and there are a lot of windows.
Okay.
So that is a good thing. They'll have enough, more than enough amount of light, natural light. So that's one thing what people lose in the kitchen. So that is completely compensated. And then the bedrooms, like she was telling, I am very concerned about the security.